I can actually remember when I was smaller, or the earliest thing I can remember when I was smaller is that I went to the kitchen to get my baby bottle to drink, and it was on the board, and I was too small and couldn't reach it, but it was standing on a kind of tissue or towel, I don't know what it is, and yeah, I tried to pull it to get it, and it just went down and broke.
How did you feel about that?
I don't know.
Can you remember your feelings?
No. Just remember that it happened.
Okay.
And I think it was the first thing I actually break.
Is that why you think you remember that more than anything else? Because the first time you broke something?
That's something that I remember more than something else. Just I think the first thing I can remember actually.
And do you remember anything what happened when you broke it? Was anybody cross or?
No.
Okay.
No, really not.
And do you have any other memories from when you were little, that are maybe closer to that time?
Of course. I remember that once when it was Christmas, I think I was older then, but not much older. When my mother went out of the living room to do something, I took a tissue and the candle was burning, and I was holding the tissue into the candle. And my mother was coming back into the room and was really shouting at me and stuff. That's what I can remember, but nothing happened.
What age were you then, do you think?
I don't know. It was all, I think, about 2, 3, something.
The first one as well?
Hmm?
The first time as well?
Yeah, first is also the time.
Have you got any other ones?
I can remember that on my 3rd birthday I got a crocodile as a present.
A teddy bear crocodile?
No, out of plastic.
A plastic one?
To play with and stuff.
And you were really happy about it, huh?
Yeah, because I was really small and the animal was quite big, and so I felt like I had a real alligator thing, It was quite cool, I think. That's what I can remember. Yeah.
Anything else?
The rest, I think, is starting to be in, not in the school, but, the place where the parents put the children when they
play school
go,
before?
Yeah, play school, yeah. So when I was about, 4 or something. And of course, I have a lot of memories of that time too, but I don't know if you want to hear them all.
Does anything really stick out, something that you always remember?
I remember that when I was in play school, I was quite interested in everything, insects and stuff that were outside in the play school. And yeah, but I don't know. I just know that we used to collect stuff like that and watched what the insects are doing, stuff like that.
Do you think you remember that because you're still interested in stuff like that?
Nature?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I think that's and I built a lot when I was in play school, with those little things.
Lego or something?
Yeah, they have you have thousands of the same stones with one shape or maximum 2 shapes and stuff like that. You just build stuff out of it, but not like Lego. They were really the old ones, just wood things, Stuff like that. Yeah, I played a lot with that when I was in play school, and I also played a lot of football, of course. When I was younger, in that age, when I was doing sports, I just played football. Like children would do it, small children.
What's the first thing you remember about being in school?
The first thing about being in school I remember was Actually, I wasn't scared because I had a friend out of play school that went into the same class and we were playing football together. So.
Was that your first day?
Yeah, I just remember on my first day that like some of the children went crying and didn't want to go to school. I think I was just excited because it was something new, but yeah, it's just school. I think I felt like that even on the first day. It was just new for me because, you know, a lot of people in class and yeah, so it's like getting closer to social life and stuff like that. But I changed the school after the second grade in the elementary school because we moved
House?
the house, yeah. And before I have a memory, I was beaten up by 3 guys when I was about, I don't know, 7 or 8.
Really?
Yeah, by 16-year-old guys.
Why? Do you remember why?
No, just bullshit. Like, at this time I was like, doing judo, you know, and the training for that was always like really late for a kid that age. And I was just like walking home all the time from that because I was just used to it. It was like, the gym it was quite close to the school I went to. So it was like no problem, I knew the way anyway and I just walked home, and one night, I don't really remember about what it was, there were just like 3 guys coming up and messing around about something, but I don't know what. And they wanted us to do something.
You were with someone else?
Huh?
You were with someone else?
Yeah, with a friend. And the friend did it, but I don't wanted to, and so they beat me up. And I also was in the hospital because of that.
Jeez. For how long?
I don't know.
Must have been bad. Must have been bad.
Oh yeah. Nothing really bad. Yeah, but also possible that we went away because of that out of the city, you know. City was like, well, unlovely, you know, it's the home city, but
a little bit dangerous.
Quite a lot of strange people, yeah. I think just quite a lot of strange people. Yeah, and then we went to the village, you know, where my parents still live now. And I went to elementary school there. And it was, yeah, just like new school, new people, but yeah, I could deal with that. It was like, not like city school, you know, like, everyone knew each other, like, from the family.
Was it smaller?
Yeah, it was smaller, like, so it was a complete different society, you know, for me. But because my mother is coming out of the village anyway, like the parents of my mother live there, and still live there, my grandparents. Like, they knew my family and stuff like that, so it wasn't really like quite hard to get into that.
Yeah.
But I remember that was the like baddest time of my acting in my whole childhood.
Like you behaved badly or something?
Yeah, like really, really bad. Like I know before I finished the 4th grade in elementary school, they wanted to kick me off the school. Because I had so many, I don't know what it's called in English. In Germany, you can get like, if you've done something bad, you know, a punishment, kind of punishment, but it's like a official one, you know.
Yeah.
If you do really bad stuff, you get official ones, and if you have like 3 official ones, they have the ability to like kick you from the school. That's how it is in Germany, like that. I don't know if it's still like that, like my school times. Not long, but a few years ago, you know.
A few years ago.
And so, yeah, I know I had 2, and I know they wanted to hand out the 3rd to me to kick me out of school. I remember that because I was like, it was really bad, I think. I was beaten up quite a lot of people, like not like girls and stuff, just like the guys, because I don't know, because of thousands of reasons. I just remember that I get angry really fast, and you know how kids are, you know, they're making fun and stuff like that, and I remember that. And but I think the biggest problem at that time was that I was like really disrespectful against the teachers and stuff, you know. Yeah. And I remember after school, I went to the play school as well, you know. It's like not the same. It's just like you stay there to do your homework and stuff like that, you know. And I remember the women that were there to watch us, you know, from that thing. I remember her saying to me that I will never go to a higher school and I will never have anything in my life how I am because I'm a little brat. I remember that. Yep. But I passed my elementary school and went to a higher school in Germany, and yeah, the rest is just school time. Like, whoa. There's so much to say, you know.
It's okay.
Like, the first, like, really friends, you know, you have. And, yeah.
It's your earliest memory anyway, so it's like probably when you were really little that I want to hear about anyway, so it's okay.
And I also remember when I was small that I got a Nintendo 64 when I went to the 3rd grade. And I played Super Mario 64, and that was actually the first thing that really attracted me with playing games, you know, like I was never interested in computer things, because I think when I was smaller my dad was always interested in, because he's like a little technical freak, you know, watches and electricity and everything with that, with physics, doesn't matter in what kind of way. He loves it and he wants it, he needs it, and he needs to understand it and stuff like that. And yeah, so we always had a computer, for example, but I was never interested in like games for that. But when I get a Nintendo 64, you know, it was quite a thing like that.
Had a Sega Mega Drive.
That was quite cool, like, and it was pretty expensive as well. I know, and I didn't expect my parents to buy me the stuff.
Was it a surprise?
I think, yeah.
That's cool.
I was quite happy about it. Yeah. And I played a lot, I remember. Yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, the dog. Of course, I forgot the dog. I think an important memory when I was still living in Zwickau. That was before I changed the elementary schools. My sister wanted a dog, and I didn't realize it until they got me from the play school, you know. And yeah, they just got a really tiny sausage dog, like really tiny, like so young and so tiny, and I was tiny, and when I remember him as tiny, he must be so tiny.
And his name was Boxer?
Yeah. Yeah, the dog that died
this
year. Yeah, and that's actually the dog that was there for me my whole youth, I would say.
Okay.